Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you. So today we're going to go back to the courtroom for courtroom madness. And we have a case today of a dad whose crazy baby mom's keeping his kids from him. And the judge actually sides with the guy. How about that? Said the devil's wearing long johns, guys. We all know that this is rare. Very, 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 very rare. But we're going to watch this unfold. But before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment. Because it really helps keep this channel going. Check out my second channel linked in the description, and check out the playlist for more videos like this at the end of the video. This is from Rebel Chaser Reacts, guys, so I'll drop the link to this original video in the description just in case you want to watch it without my big mouth interrupting it. So let's go.
Plaintiff's motion for denial of parenting time for make-up parenting time, as well as plaintiff's motion for return of child and to enforce the orders.
There it is.
The court would note that the court had entered an ex parte order to enforce judgment of custody and to show cause for failure to comply back on July 25, 2023, which stated in the order in paragraph 1 that the defendant shall immediately return the minor child Ella Joe back, date of birth, to plaintiff for his parenting time.
There it is. There it is. So they actually had to do a court order to say this woman has to. The court is ordering her to give this father time with his daughter.
Plaintiff has subsequently filed an additional motion in this particular matter that was filed on November 27, 2023, stating that there has been an additional denial and that the child has not been turned over to him. Ms. Martinez
still hasn't seen his kids.
Have you in fact complied with the turnover order in this matter? And I say that only because the most recent motion, the plaintiff had contained in paragraph 17 of the motion various texts from you, in fact, demonstrate or showing that you do not have the intent to comply with the court orders.
Dang, receipts.
I did return Bella for visitations with her father until she was abused by her father physically. She came home with cuts to her mouth that were confirmed by her pediatrician, and then that is when I stopped.
Okay. It's my understanding from reading the motion that that CPS was involved and they did not substantiate. Is that correct?
There it is, guys. There it is. I tried to let it go. But of course she claimed abuse. Okay? Probably had some friend write some fake letter from some doctor, right? All because he said, I want to see my kid. And she said, how dare you? Right? The next thing you know, she's claiming abuse. You know?
We were at the doctor's office when the doctor showed them and confirmed to them the cuts on our daughter's lips. However, whether they followed their protocol for child abuse or not I'm not exactly sure.
Okay, well, I can only assume, I don't know, but I assume that they followed their protocol as they're required to do. Well, I guess the main point is, are you in fact refusing to turn the child over to the plaintiff?
There we go.
Well, as of right now, yes.
Okay.
The plaintiff, Mr. Back, has pled guilty to domestic violence, which
Okay.
occurred
Well,
July 1st.
that's the only point I want to make
Yep.
today,
Okay.
Ms. Martinez.
Yep.
As a result of your failing to turn over, as this court has ordered, the court is going to remand you to the Calhoun County Sheriff,
Okay.
where you will remain incarcerated until such time as the child is turned over to the plaintiff.
There it is, guys. There it is. Right there. Right there. He said, are you going to comply with the court's order? And she said, dead ass to his face, no. And he said, well, then fine. You are going to jail. Let's give this judge a round of applause. And this is the ego these modern 304s have. This is the evil that runs through their veins. Is that this woman, instead of letting this man see his daughter, would rather stand in front of a judge and basically tell him where to go. Clown world.
Okay,
So you can go with the deputy.
as I'm in court, how am I to allow the plaintiff to know where our minor
Well,
child
you're
is?
gonna have to make your phone call and make sure that whoever, where the child is, that the child is turned over, but at this point, you will remain incarcerated until such time
There
as
you
the
go.
child is.
But if I'm in jail, how am I supposed to get my child and give her to the plaintiff?
Guys, first of all, look at this deputy here. Yo, look, he's got his hands rubbing. He's like, he's ready to go. And second of all, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to blah, blah, blah while I'm in jail? Not our problem.
To the plaintiff. I'm just trying to make sure that I know what to do from,
You'll have to call somebody or
Don't-
let the plaintiff know where the child is so he can pick up the child.
Don't drop the
may I
soap.
ask one more question?
Yes,
Because, so we are gonna follow the current parenting time order, which is from, the plaintiff gets our child from 8 PM to 8 AM. So,
the current orders have not been changed. They will remain in effect until
she
such
shook.
time as we have another.
so I am to turn our child over to the plaintiff at 8 PM tonight?
Is that, if that's the time of the
Yeah,
turnover?
well, yeah, that is the time of the turnover, yep.
Well, in this particular matter, I do note that the court has previous, and there are makeup parenting times that are required. Ms. Sharp, what are the makeup parenting times that you've requested?
Bring them up, Your Honor. My client initially went without the child starting July 5th. And I believe she started to comply back with the order, was it in August?
I don't remember, she just placed me.
Okay, let me just look at my,
Oh, and props on this dad, because look, he has a lawyer. Guys, get a lawyer, okay? Any type of court, family court, divorce court, paternity court, criminal court, get a lawyer, okay? You see how this father's just sitting there? He's got his little daughter's backpack. He's nice and calm, nice and quiet, and let his lawyer do your talking for you. Because what these 304s, like the one on the left, are trying to do is get him to the point where he acts crazy, and then he ends up getting arrested. Clown world. Okay? Guys, get a lawyer.
my work. Quick. And then she stopped complying. She stopped complying November 3rd and my client has not had the child since.
Okay, so in total, how many days is that?
35. This time.
Yeah.
Last time.
29, the last time, 29 overnights, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and then from November 3rd until now, I'm sorry, just 1 second, Erin.
May I, Your Honor?
Just a minute, let's figure this out first.
No, are we minus that?
You need a calendar, Ms. Sharp?
Yes, I can bring a calendar, Your Honor. I can do it.
Let's skip ahead.
Sorry, I was relying on his mom, which she's out there,
Oh,
and she knows all the dates. I was gonna put her up on the stand to do it, and
Yeah, thank you, Rebel Chaser Reacts, for fast forwarding here, because I was going to do it, but they're doing it for us. So let's skip ahead.
total or 34 this time?
additional.
Okay. So we have a total of 63, it looks like,
Correct.
is the total. Ms. Martinez, is that square with your understanding?
Yes, yes, it is. I was just wondering if the court was going to go by its recommendations that anybody that had pled guilty to domestic violence should not have 50-50 custody of the
There you
minor
go.
child, because
There you
We are
go.
enforcing the orders that
Okay.
are in existence at this time.
Is
There you go. Of course, they have to try and do every single weaselly trick there is. He said, if you don't give this man his daughter, you are going to jail. Okay? And then she starts fidgeting and doing all this stuff. And she still had to do one last try about, oh, well, DV, blah, 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 blah. Clown world.
court going to investigate because of the domestic
Court does not
violence of the plaintiff?
investigate. Other
the
agencies,
FOC handbook said it. does.
other agencies investigate, CPS investigates, the police investigate, the court does not investigate.
Facts.
And
There you
I was
go.
just wondering, because the FOC handbook says that the court would investigate. if
Court
they
will
were-
order that the child be turned over to him immediately,
Okay.
forthwith, and that he will have the child for the 63 days that he has been denied as make-up parenting time.
63 days. He's been denied for parenting time. Clown world. Guys, that's why I'm not having kids. Like, I'm never having kids. Because I cannot imagine having a child and not being able to see them. And all because some 304 is angry, okay? For no reason or whatever. I don't know. We don't know their situation, guys. We don't, right? But there's no excuse. Because you can hear the bitterness in her voice, right? I don't know if he cheated on her. I don't know if he's just the one that got away or whatever. But she is upset, man. She is in the middle of the court saying,
No, I think I'm just emotional. Why don't you understand that?
I can have my ride here. Cindy, go get the minor child and bring her here within a half hour. She is only about 5 minutes from here. If the court can wait a half hour, I can have her here in a half hour.
Well, okay, I'll have the deputy take you. He can take
Can you
you
go
to
get
the holding tank, and then we'll see that the child.
I'm sorry, should she bring Bella here to this
You can
courtroom?
do that when you go to jail, figure it out.
I can. There's a personal protection order against him and he continues to address me. When my friend Cindy goes to get Bella, should she bring her here to this courtroom?
Bring her back to the court. In fact, what we'll do is we'll have Ms. Sharp and her client, they can be out in a conference room and the child can be turned over to them. And at that time, once Ms. Sharp is confirms that he has the child, then we will allow your release.
there you go.
Can you do that for me, please? Thank you.
It's been turned over to your client, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, she's in the
Okay.
hallway.
There you go. There you go, guys. Look at that. The guy actually got to see his daughter. And the mom still had to go to jail. Right there, guys. Happy endings, man.
Court will again reiterate that the child will remain with the plaintiff in this matter for the next 63 days for the makeup parenting time. And thereafter, the parties will then comply with the current order that's in place. Anything else, Ms. Sharp?
The only issue would be, Your Honor, is that the child goes to school and the child, or the school has given my client a hard time before because it didn't say that it was his parenting time at that time. It's gonna be probably the next 7 days since I had to do a 7-day order for it to go into place. So there is concern that the child won't be able to go to school because he can't drop off and pick up based off of what they believe is the current order, not. So but we just want to make sure she still can go to school somehow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you want to add that in the order in case, it's necessary, because you're gonna have the child for 63 days, so you'll need it. So but the fact is that he does have opportunity or does have the right to take the child, pick up the child and be involved in the schooling. He would have that right anyway pursuant to MCL 722.30.
Yes.
Ma'am, don't shake your head unless you know the law.
I'm sorry. The only reason
Yo, I don't know if this judge got a flat tire on the way to work. A waitress spilled some hot coffee in his lap or something, but yo, this judge is not having it today, dude. Or maybe this judge is one of the few ones where he looks and he sees that women are on some BS, man, straight up. But that woman walked into the wrong courtroom, man.
why it's like that is because those are my parenting time hours. Mr. Beck doesn't have Bella during school hours. So that's why the school has that in place to follow the order to a T.
The law states that the non-custodial or the other parent, even if they're not a non-custodial, the other parent has the right to all information concerning schooling, doctor, et cetera.
Yes,
Yep.
they inform him about anything that goes on in the school, but just to follow the order to a T, he was not allowed to drop her off at school at noon or
Listen
pick
to
her
that
up at
attitude
3:30
she
because those
has.
were not his parenting time hours.
We'll put that in the order, make sure that that's taken care of so that he is allowed to drop off, pick up, and do whatever's necessary for the schooling purposes.
Thank you.
Anything else, Ms. Sharp?
Just that probably in the next 7 days, because it will be a 7-day order, he probably won't have the ability to take her to school, and just, my client just wants to, unless maybe mom can reach out and let them know. Or my client will try to reach out, but they won't follow
course she
anything
won't.
without the order, so.
That's up to
Yeah.
that's up to the defendant.
Okay.
I'm not gonna order that she contact the
That's fine.
school or anything at this point.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Martinez, anything else that you?
Yes, sir. Can you tell me how this is in the best interest of the child?
There we
That
are.
I'm a victim of domestic violence that he pled
Ma'am,
guilty to.
file up the
Here come the tears, guys. Here come the tears. Clown world.
petition if you have.
Thank you,
any.
Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Okay. Court will end this matter at 3:00 p.m. You're free to go. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There it is. Guys, for the first time that I've seen, the dad actually won. I think in this whole series, we've only seen one guy get his child support taken down or the court ruled in his favor, and that's because he had to have like a triple bypass or something, right? But this guy actually somehow, some way, some when, right? The stars were right. Venus was in the right spot. I don't know, but this judge ruled in his favor and didn't want to hear any of the mother's crap. So, all right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Check out the playlist at the end. And I'm out of here. Have a good one, guys.